Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Security Guard Command. So, been giving a lot of thought to this topic, and what I want to talk about is what it means to be a leader in security. Recently, I accepted a new position in the hospital as shift lead, and when I interviewed for this position, the director of security in my hospital asked me, "Why do you want to do this job?" And I looked him dead in the eye and I said, "To be honest, I really don't want to do this job." And he kind of had a confused look on his face for a second, and I followed up with, "I view this job as a servant's position, as a support position for the rest of the security staff." And he nodded in agreement. And I said, I already do some of the leadership role. Even though I don't have the position, I try to support everybody as much as possible and try to, give everybody everything they need to do the job. And I said, the only thing that this position is going to do is enable me to do this more. And that's the only reason that I would take this job, is because I will be free to provide support to the staff. And he agreed with me on everything that I said. And I was selected and chosen for this position, so I took the position, and so I am now working as full-time lead at the hospital. And I've been given a lot of thought to what is all involved, and I'll have to tell you, it's humbling because I feel like I'm having to learn this job all over again. There's a lot of things that I'm learning, a lot of things that I didn't know and I still don't know. I'm working my way through all of these, and I'm learning. I'm applying what I have already learned. And this is an ongoing, constant battle just to learn. You never know it all, okay? That's just the bottom line. I don't care how long you've been in security, you never know it all. So I am really working on just bettering myself, and in the meantime, also providing support to the staff. I just told one of my coworkers the other day. I told him, I said, "Look, you are primarily in the psych area. If you ever feel like it's getting to be too much, call me, and I will come give you a break, and I will send you to go do something else and get your head clear and get out of the area, change of scenery, press the reset button, essentially." And that's the sort of things that leaders will do, or should do, is care for their staff. Make sure that their staff is functioning at 100%, and make sure they have what they need to function at 100%. And that includes mental. Okay? Being the shift lead also comes with a ton of additional responsibilities. In the hospital, as a lead, I am responsible for many things. I carry keys to the hospital. I carry a master key for the entire hospital. I have to do unlocks and lockups. If somebody needs access to something, they call me, and I have to go respond and do the unlock, and then consequently the lockup. When a patient expires, the security lead in my facility is responsible for retrieving a gurney from the basement, going up to the room where the patient is located, transferring the patient's body to the gurney, and then transporting the body to the morgue, and then filling out the paperwork, signing the patient in, and then following up with all of that. And that is the job of security lead in my facility. We escort the nurse comes with us. We escort the nurse down. They also sign sign the logbook. We're responsible for making sure that everyone gets their lunches and breaks. And with that being said, there are days that I go with no lunch, no breaks, not getting to eat. We don't usually take a lunch because there's just no time, and we claim our lunch on the books. We claim it and we get paid extra for missing a lunch. But I will not eat until all of my staff has had a chance to eat. And if it's so busy and we're so short-staffed that I'm unable to get to everybody and make sure that they get their breaks and lunches, if I don't have a roving guard to cover breaks, then I have to try to do it. And if I'm not able to, then guess what? If my people aren't eating, then I'm not eating. So I will at the very least say, hey, I can't get you lunch. I'm going to have you claim it. I'm very sorry. But at the very least, go take a quick 10 or 15, get a bite to eat as quickly as you can, come back, but claim your lunch, and I'll try to do that. But as a leader, I will not eat until everybody else has had a chance to eat. And everybody gets their lunches and breaks. So that's part of being a leader, is making sure that your people are taken care of, and that, there are no special privileges for being a leader. In my opinion, it's not necessarily this great, glorious job. It is a lot of hard work, and it is a servant's job. I've observed some politics, low-level politics, in the job of being a lead. Not directed at me per se, but there's a couple others. It's pretty obvious that there's a person who is also a lead who feels threatened by another person who is hired as a lead. And I don't feel that it's necessary to feel threatened. Everybody has their strengths and weaknesses, and I don't feel threatened by anybody. I know that there are people who do the job better than I do. And there's two ways to look at that, two ways to approach that. The first way is to feel threatened, and that's going to come from insecurity. If you feel threatened by somebody else who does the same exact job you do, that means that you feel that you are inadequate and that you do not measure up to that person. And that's the only reason you would feel threatened by somebody else that's in the same exact position as you. And if you feel intimidated and threatened because of somebody else who is better than you, rather than have a negative response to that, take it as a positive, turn it into a positive, and learn from that person. Because, there's going to be people better than you, and you should always try to learn from those who are better than you. Bottom line. Another thing that I've noticed since I've taken this position, people above me, everybody is extremely helpful, and a lot of the people that I'm serving now, my coworkers, they know how to do this job that I'm doing. They know how to do it. They've filled in, and they're helping me out. They're telling me, how to do this or do that, and a lot of it, I already know. But I really appreciate, how everyone is helpful, and I can see how some people may take that as a negative, and feel inferior, or feel like it's an insult for somebody to tell them, oh yeah, so don't forget to do this, and then do it this way or like this. And the way I look at it is it's basically help. And I'm new at this job. They don't know if I know things. And so by people helping, I get a lot of, I'll text with my boss, and he'll text back and he'll say, oh yeah, do this. And then, he'll give me some set of instructions. And a lot of times I already know how to do the job and do the duties, but he's telling me as if I don't know. And I can very easily see how some people may take offense to that and think, oh, I know what I'm doing. I don't need you to tell me what to do. That's not how I view it. I view it as He wants me to succeed. And he is giving me a set of instructions because I'm brand new at this job, you know, and a lot of what we learn is on the fly. It's on the job. It's on the job training. And so I appreciate all of the tips, the tricks, the instruction that people give me. I take everything in, I process it. And so I think it's very important, and especially, you know, attitude is everything, guys. Maintain a positive attitude, because your people that you are now serving as a leader are looking at you, and your attitude is going to rub off on them, and your attitude is going to dictate how your shift runs, how your employees are. So maintain a positive attitude and try to look for the positive in everything that happens, because it's very easy to take any given situation and you can either make it a positive or a negative depending on how you look at it. And I'm willing to bet that a majority of the time it's not negative unless you make it negative. So stay positive, guys. Absolutely. As a leader, stay positive. Well, guys, that's all I got for now. I got to work. I am getting ready to head in. I got to go dress up and start my shift. As always, guys, stay safe. Watch your six. Remember your situational awareness. Be aware of your surroundings. Stay liquid, guys. And what I mean by that is be able to fit into every situation that comes your way. You can fill up a jar with rocks. Those rocks are only going to fill up so much space. You're going to have a lot of empty space in that jar. And to be quite honest, if you were to pour a liquid into that jar, that liquid is going to fill every corner of that jar. Whereas rocks is going to leave a lot of empty space. So stay liquid, guys. Be flexible. And have a great day. I'll catch you later.